Hi, this is Amey Abhyankar from FinQuest Institute. In our previous video, we discussed the concept of put call parity. We know that put call parity is a no arbitrage relationship. That is, if there is any kind of imbalance existing in the put call parity, that generates an arbitrage opportunity. So in this video, we try to explore how we spot an arbitrage opportunity, and if there exists such an opportunity, how do we capitalize on that? Let's try to verify if an arbitrage opportunity exists. We'll do it through a simple example. We'll take an equity option, which is a European option. The current stock price is 75. The time to maturity for the European options are 3 months. The strike price is 75. The current market price for the call and put option is 4.5 and 3.8 respectively, and the interest rate is 5%. So we write the put call parity equation, and next we substitute the values for each of the parameters. Now we see that the left hand side of this equation has a value which is lower than the right hand side. This is low and this is high. So we see there is an imbalance in the put call parity equation, and whenever that is the case, this presents an arbitrage opportunity. To lock in that arbitrage, we need to buy low and sell high. So imagine that we call the portfolio on the left hand side as portfolio A and the portfolio on the right hand side as portfolio B. So based on the logic of buy low and sell high, we'll be buying portfolio A and we'll be selling portfolio B. By doing this, we lock in a profit of 0.21. So what are the trading strategies to be done today in order to lock in this profit? We'll try and understand. So focusing on the left hand side of the screen, which says today, these are a set of trading actions to be done today. So this is my portfolio A and this is my portfolio B. So I know I will be going long portfolio A and short portfolio B. So I will be longing the call. For that, I need to pay a premium for that, which is minus 4.5, which is the current premium for the call option. Next, I take a long position in the bond. So the present value of zero coupon bond is 75 discounted by the given interest rate for 3 months. That comes out to 74.09. And portfolio B, I'm supposed to short. So I'll be shorting a put option. So that will generate a premium payment of 3.8 for me. At the same time, I'll be shorting the stock. So that generates an instant cash flow of 75. So this is the exact 0.21 number which we had calculated earlier. So these are the set of actions which are going to guarantee that at maturity, no matter where the stock price ends, we will be safeguarding our profit of 0.21. So in order to calculate the cash flows on my options, I'm going to use the payoff conditions which we know for a call and put. So for a call option, we know the payoff is max of ST minus K or 0. And the payoff for a put option is max of K minus ST or 0. So we'll be using these two conditions. So let's look at scenario number 1, where stock price is less than 75. So when the stock price at maturity is less than the strike price, the long call option will not generate any profit. So we'll let the call expire worthless. So the cash flow will be 0. The bond is going to mature at the 3-month time point. So the bond has nothing to do with where the stock price is at maturity. It's just the passage of time which will make the bond mature, which will generate a positive cash flow of 75. So this is my portfolio A. Now let's see what happens at portfolio B. So now, since the stock price at maturity is less than 75, the counterparty whom I have sold the put option, they are going to exercise the put. So put will be exercised and we'll be under an obligation to buy the stock. And that stock has to be purchased at the strike price of 75. So that will be a negative cash flow of 75. Now we have a short stock position because we had shorted a stock today, 3 months back. So that short stock position has to be squared off. So now the stock which was purchased on account of this put option being exercised by the holder, that stock will be used for squaring of this position. So that will not generate any cash flow. So here if we see, we have a plus 75 and we have a minus 75 cash flow. So the overall result will be 0. Now let's take the second scenario where stock price at maturity is greater than 75. So let's concentrate on portfolio A first. Now applying the payoff condition. Now when the stock price at maturity is higher than the strike, the call is going to be exercised because it is profitable to exercise the call option. So we do that and we buy the stock. So that will result in a negative cash flow of 75. The bond is anyways going to mature. So in 3 months time, the bond will generate $75. That's simply passage of time. Now let's see what happens at portfolio B. So if the stock price at maturity is greater than 75, then it doesn't make sense for exercising the put option. So the put will be expiring worthless. So the value will be 0. Now we still have a short stock position which has to be satisfied. Now if you see in the in portfolio A, we had exercised the call and we had purchased the stock. So this stock will be used for squaring off the short stock position. So the cash flow on this transaction will be 0. However, we have a minus 75 and a plus $75 cash flow. So on a net basis, this is going to result in a 0. Thus, we observe that no matter what happens at maturity, a certain set of actions which we do today are locking in a profit of 0.21, which is our arbitrage profit because of the imbalance in the put call parity. Thank you.